So I want to talk about puppies today. We actually got a golden retriever. So my family got a golden retriever puppy a few days ago, and she's super cute. Her name is Babs, and she's running around kind of goofiness at this moment, kind of she's about eight weeks old, blonde as could be, and it's got these big, cute little eyes. These are button nose and stuff. She's very, very cute. And I want to talk about in terms of thinking of learning and what happens with with us, our sort of processing things and thinking about things, and using it as a bit of an analogy in terms of understanding the world around us. So if you don't know me, I am, what am I? Professor Dave Matslack. I'm an associate professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship. And I created this whole reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. There's so many people that help me out that I want to pay the favor for to help you out. Puppies are constantly learning and they're constantly exploring their environment. Everything is new. It is, a really fun experience to watch them learn, just like toddlers. It's a really fun experience to watch them learn. They're all over the place and touching things and exploring and running and bumping into things. And this is really critical for puppy development as well as child development, to sort of play a lot and explore a lot. And we need to recognize that it's important for our development, for to learn the environment, to understand what we're up against, to do a lot of really interesting things. And this is where I want to say this: we should be a lot more like puppies. In the working world, we got to think about how they're learning and stretching and exploring different things. I know that this is kind of like a silly thing, and some of you are probably questioning it, but I mean, think about how quickly they explore their environment and understand what works and what doesn't work. But also, they enjoy, it appears that they enjoy the process. There are moments where there is, frustrations and anxieties and things like that, but, they quickly dissipate. So it's a really important lesson to sort of mimic what is going on in terms of the learning experience and exploring one's environment, right? Because we never have the right answers, right? And that's one thing to realize, is that we kind of have to understand the environment and realize that there's never really great answers. And if you're wanting to do research and development, for example, if you're wanting to, come up with a new marketing scheme, for example, if you're wanting to, understand how to, just get to know people within an organization, the sort of exploratory process and making it a fun process is very important, because you want to keep doing it and enjoying the process some more. And it's also you absorb information a lot more faster if it's fun and enjoyable. Knowing that there is a sort of, that it's a rewarding process, right? So remember that it's a rewarding process to sort of explore and try different things. I think that's really important to learn, to realize that knowing how to turn things into play, knowing how to, remove a lot of remove the stigma with play, and make work more enjoyable. I'm not talking about like having foosball tables and things like that, although this might be, that's fun. But also, I'm talking about how do we come together to enjoy certain aspects of work, and reframing work as, rather than something that we have to do and it's kind of a grind, but reframing it as a playful process where you're simply just exploring things and playing around and goofing around. And if we can get to that stage, it becomes a lot more fun, and it's really enjoyable to do those things. I know it's hard for all of us, because we're much more as adults, we're a lot more cognizant of underlying things that are going on, and so we want to sort of step back from this playfulness. But know that play is just very important. Goofing around and enjoying the process is really, really, really important to explore. But then there's one other thing that I wanted to talk about in terms of puppy play and work. It's not only sort of that rewarding puppy play and work sort of thing where you're goofing around, but also they have a lot of downtime. In fact, they have a tremendous amount of downtime as puppies. Whether it's sleeping, or solo play, or just doing their sort of thing on the side. Realize that we're organisms. There's a lot of similarities between these other living things that are out and about. Realize that as human beings, we do need a lot of downtime, and we need a lot of rest in order for us to go hard or play hard the next day, right? Like having that downtime and not feeling guilty about it. Whether it is taking, if you need it, taking naps in the day. I'm not a napper, but thinking about ways that you have downtime and realizing that is the natural sort of rhythm of work, is that there are moments where you go where it's fun and exciting, and then there's downtime. And this downtime is vital to learning and developing as well, right? We can't be and this is the thing that I really, really, really struggle with. We can't be at 100% all the time, and we can't be going at that 100%. That's just not how living things actually do things. We expend resources, then we have to consume those resources, slow down. There's a lot that goes on, and we need to, to process information in the world around us. We need to have this sort of downtime to think about things, to reflect. All of these aspects are very, very, very important for us to grow and develop. So try to be a puppy today. I know it's fun to think about, and really try to play as much as you can, and just realize it's a playful process. And the more that we can incorporate play and do things, the more of a less anxious environment that we'll be in. The more that you could sort of explore and go in different directions. So actually, that was one thing I wanted to point out, is that if you mimic all animals, right, when they're going through this sort of this very exploratory process, when they're little, play is vital to that sort of exploratory process where they're discovering and understanding new things. And notice the sort of character traits that almost all babies have, is that they're very playful. They're enjoying it, because if it was work, you wouldn't want to do it. You wouldn't want to venture out too far, right? So remember to turn the things that you're doing right now into as much play as possible. try to think about it as play, and then you're going to not get so stressed out about doing the right thing, because you make a lot of mistakes and you goof up a lot, and we need to remember it's just all play in the end. So with that, have a good day, take care, and leave me a couple of comments on the pod. All right, take care, bye.